having a look towards Dust. I don't think Angel's afraid to do that. And so when they swap over to defense, I'll be looking for that. But so far, they're just going to be starting us off on attack.
Barcode wants to go for an aggressive peek out. Hookah right off the rip and gets tagged down to 73. The Owl Drone coming into position as well. That'll push him back even further, potentially. Nope. Does drop back and gets the heal. Again, there is currently a bug. It's not swayed with the Phantom. This will only take place during the pistol round as part of the recent X-Ray patch. The spam coming out from the Ghost of Crazy Deer doesn't result in success initially. They do lose Barcode in Hookah, which sort of felt like it was destined to happen after being in that position for so long and being sniffed out early on as well. Now you can see Tigani has the wall ready to go. Crazy Deer is here as well. Do they waste this wall, though, for the peak? They try to get more players in position, but it doesn't really produce the success they were hoping for. It's all fallen down to BZT, playing as the Rays. And I don't see this one going his direction.
And, of course, they don't also all have Phantoms. That is, of course, another part of the bug. Suede seems to be a very rich developer. He's always got a Phantom in his hand. BZT trying to clear out that back corner there. Shot's not going to be good. Almost a flawless round from PartyParrots, but at least they can comfortably start with winning a pistol. That is not something they won on Haven to kick us off in the first half, and so winning the pistol is already a better start than that previous map. We'll see if this one also goes to overtime, but so far, so good here for Parrots.
Someone called me Tubok. Get that reference? I like that. I think I might have to change my name permanently to Tubok.
Tubok?
Tubok.
What's the second part of it? Tubok.
I don't have one. Yeah, Tubok Cypher.
Tubok Cypher.
Yeah. That works for me. PartyParrots picking up the pistol round win. You have to be a little bit careful on this map with these shotguns, especially in Hookah, and Crazy Deer is spotted out already by the Owl Drone. 2 bursts of the shorty from that distance, not enough to take down the measly little robot that gives away all that intel. The Brimstone Angel on just a Ghost, and the armor he brought into the round pretty much ripped away. The nade's going to take the rest of it as he gets dropped down to 43 HP, has to back off and regroup with the rest of the squad over towards the B site.
Look at BZT. I think he smells that there was a little bit of an escape artist act as Angel actually pushed away, and now BZT is going to be looking for a little bit more information, having a pretty deep look in towards the market, maybe seeing if they're going to be pushing up towards another angle. There's going to be a tripwire there that he'll be faced with, but Crazy Deer still fighting for control of Hookah. It's the flash and it's the Molotov, and he does not end up with a frag with Shorty. It's 2 frags here now for PartyParrots. They will push in towards the B site, and it's all down to BZT, who is looking for the long con flank. Tripwire, of course, did spot him out, and now it's all down to him. Shots with Frenzy, not going to connect. It's Chow, of course, with the Bulldog. Great start here for the PartyParrots, but now this is the official gun round for Need More DM. This is going to be a little bit more of a respectful round coming up from the attack, playing it a little bit more slow in order to gather the information and not just walk into a face full of Phantoms.
Has anyone baited anyone with spray yet? Like spraying something on the edge of where you might peek so it looks like a shoulder or an elbow if it's like white and you're playing Cypher. I'm wondering if that is actually something that has successfully happened. I've seen people try it, where you bait someone with a spray so they shoot preemptively at a target that isn't even there. Yeah. But I'm wondering if it's actually worked like really well and been caught at this level of play. Kind of curious on that. Just noticing towards the tail end of that play, watching the sprays come through. Kind of just dumb things, but something I picked up. 3 players currently outside short for the likes of PartyParrots. Foda has the recon dart ready, but doesn't fire it in time. He'll have to take care of that close target in Angel. The recon dart giving away some intel, starts spamming through the wall, doesn't really do too much damage. The target's a little bit far away, so not quite tracing them as much as needed. BZT has one right around the corner inside the showers. The Owls going to trade positions. One goes onto site, one goes towards short. DinksJ with just an SMG will be able to upgrade after using that cyber cage to try to get further out. Foda finding one more over on the U-Haul hold. He has to go back for the reload, get support from Tigane. It'll come down to a 1-on-2. It's DinksJ who got the opener over towards showers. Now stuck in this corner. Barcode is there with the easy pickup to close out the round. as he had nowhere to go. So it will be Need More DM finding their first round here in the first full buy round.
Honestly, that was just expensive for both teams. You know? Need More DM. They were coming off of their force up off the second. You see even Crazy Deer now having Spectre. I think he invested that one himself, or maybe he was donated that. I'm not quite sure, because they were able to carry over some of the weapons from the previous round, but I think those were Vandals and Phantoms. Looking on the side of the attack, it's not going to be as ideal for them, considering they were pretty much forcing up in that previous round. And so now looking towards this fourth round, smokes are going to start to go down, but it's not really the push in towards the A side. They're looking towards B, and there's going to be Sage and Anchor, two of the hardest anchors to push through. See how PartyParrots gets it done.
Camera up in the back corner of sight. Barcode is playing right in front of the window. Leaves them susceptible to a long push, which might be coming through. There's an orb coming out. That Cyber Cage was up high into the sky, somehow stuck on top of the archway. The Sage going for the wall boost. Doesn't get much going. It's going to be the player on long who's the last one to fall on the take. The Cypher completely disconnected from the play. Xiao lurking over on the A site, swapping away from that raise and favoring the Cypher. And it's looking like it's going to be a second round here for Need More DM, as the site take towards B just did not work out well for them whatsoever. Xiao even picking up the tripwires and just hoping to save what he's got left.
So that should tie us up 2-2. And for PartyParrots, they want to obviously not have rounds go like this. Push in, did not obviously go in their favor. But, you know, for Need More DM, they can feel confident that they have the ability to hold whatever site that, you know, gets pushed in on. It does feel like in certain instances, B is a lot easier to hold than A. A is a lot bigger with more sightlines, and the opposite fact of that is the attack have to use so much utility to gain control. But with gaining that control, the defense have a difficult time to push back in. So you see those iterations of the wall going up by the truck, and then smokes go down, or sometimes you see the shower plant where they'll put the wall up on Tetris and then smoke heaven and both sides of Tetris. And so you'll see probably a lot more A takes than B takes, but this time around it does look like PartyParrots are setting up their utility, a couple of tripwires. Not looking to pay any attention towards the showers, as that tripwire... Actually, I think they're setting up for a look towards A, and then the tripwires tell us that they're going to go to B right after. So we'll see what ends up happening. That's what the tripwires should be able to tell us.
Nice first shot coming out from BZT, looking for the follow-up. It's going to be SSK who's there with a quick trade out. Shock Dart goes down on short, doesn't really do too much. Sight's been lost. Recon Dart almost gives Foda's position away, not Soda. Copying off of chat now, who was spamming the Soda to help out Foda. The spike will be planted. The Molly goes down just a little bit too late to delay it. They'll go ahead and potentially get the res. Or no, not the res, excuse me. Yeah, the res. They've got a res available. Yeah. I'm waiting for it. It looked like he actually already went for it. The animation was played of him equipping the skill, but he didn't actually go for the cast. Now the push comes through. The orbital strike is in. There's the res coming out on the Dinks J. The orbital strike doesn't do any damage, but it does kind of cut things in half. It's all up to Foda coming through from U-Haul. SSK with a big 4K on the round, giving PartyParrots a leg up here after losing 2 in a row to Need More DM.
It does feel like it's going to start to go back and forth. There's no real lead that either of these teams will start to develop. These rounds get close. That one, not as close. The attack were able to get onto a site. I really thought they were going to look towards A, but even with that early pick from the defense, they were still able to say, okay, we can get the refrag, let's push and let's execute and let's create some chaos. And at the end of the day, sometimes it's chaos that teams cannot deal with. We saw BZT do these types of peaks on Haven, but no one is there on the other side. It's a setup towards B, tripwires in Market, and the rotation from the Fountain. Recon Bolt's going to give them the information, and it's the Hunter's Fury that'll allow them to push in.
Hunter's Fury pulsing out towards the site. Orbital Strike coming out in response. Look at the way that Crazy Deer plays off of it, too. takes down SSK, who tried to push forwards. That is an absolutely masterfully played orbital strike that nets 3 kills for Crazy Deer, who swapped off of the Omen over towards the Brimstone. It's down to now just one. Barcode swings from the Cubby, ripping Shao from existence with the Bulldog. Great round coming out from Need More DM. After picking up 2 in a row, they lost one to PartyParrots, and they put themselves right back on the board again. And the money from PartyParrots should be pretty bad here. So this should be a bit of a softball round for Need More DM, a chance to take that lead.
You know, I just have to say that that might have been the most impressive orbital strike I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, the amount of value that he got from that orbital strike. Usually Brimstones are on stop the plant duty. You know, sorry, stop the defuse duty. They just sit there, they wait with their iPad out, and they wait to press the button to see if they hear the defuse come through. But that was a value orbital strike. Crazy Deer manages to find 2, and then one more that actually made it through was taken out. But BZT, he's doing some other things, trying to show us that Crazy Deer is not the only impressive person on the team, and 2 quick frags with the operator, but again, you did mention it is going to be a softball round here for them.
Well, so it's actually not. Forgetting that they had actually won that previous round with a lot of bodies up, it gave them enough cash to fall back on a buy. It wasn't perfect. They couldn't get necessarily full util on some of those characters, some of the agents working with less of a kit. And I think it was actually one player in particular that couldn't afford a full buy. But we'll see if that ends up being the case. I think it was Shao, who was on like 2,600, so they would have had to figure that one out. But great aggression early on. Nets Need More DM spike control as well as 2 kills. Now, they can't really fully control that spike. Given the angle that BZT has, he can't do much about it. And it looks like they might be going back towards short, where they're going to have to fight against the Cypher, who's currently sitting over in Cubby. SSK looking to get up close on the other side of that smoke. The Cypher looking through the cam, not seeing anything. They're getting ready for this push towards the site. It's any moment now. They're going to pop that fault line out. That should take care of at least the Cypher, who is playing right around the corner. Shao with another entry onto Crazy Deer. A nice promise on the round coming in from Need More DM off the back of that ult. They don't really have to worry about much. The Showstopper too far away to stop the spike plant, so it will be a 3-on-3 post plant.
Yeah, now that Showstopper will send Shao to the graveyard. Still 2 more remain. It's the peek around the corner for Tegan's SSK. Now the Hunter Fury comes out, looking for to clear out from U-Haul. Still 2 members on site there, hovering around A short as the rotation is now called the Raze player, but SSK smells it. BZT trying to get a good look, but the operator from close range can be rough. This is the first shot, still looking for it, can't find it, but it's the spray from Fuda. Now the flash comes through, still trying to stick to defuse, and pros don't fake, but now he does the spray with the blind. Wait a minute. It's close, but the spray ends up being good, but he doesn't have enough time. SSK was able to stall for enough to take Fuda down.
Chat didn't spam enough. They need to spam harder to try and help him. I mean, a promising round coming in there from PartyParrots. After starting a 5v3, they somehow turn it around. And it was off the back of that fault, or the Rolling Thunder, excuse me. SSK pops that Rolling Thunder onto the A site. They instantly take care of the Cypher, who is right around the corner. And then they spot the one back of site as well, which was a big mistake coming in from Need More DM, having that player open on that push. So then they find themselves at a disadvantage, and the trades go back and forth, but it did come down to that 1v1. Now again, BZT is going to start things off with the operator, getting an early pick, giving Need More DM a leg up in this scenario. But that's exactly what we saw in the last round, and it didn't produce the amount of success you'd hope to see, given the way that things progressed early on in the round.
Not really sure what Angel was doing there. That was a pretty open look in towards a short. Could have had a little bit more cover, or given a little bit less space for the defense to peek through. BZT rightfully finds that frag. PartyParrots now, they're looking for at least some sort of man advantage towards B, looking for a couple of trades as they push in. 3 in hookah as they send a couple of shock darts behind the tin can. But it's Barcode who's still alive and healthy with a Phantom in hand. No utility, unfortunately. And so Fuda waiting for the push in. The shot's good from SSK. That'll open things up here. The recon bolt is going to make things very difficult for Barcode, as Artist will get back of sight. But Tigane has the stinger here. tries to spray through and not really hoping for too many frags on the other side of that. But Artist with a great look inside Labs finds one. And a round that was quite interestingly started off of BZT is now starting to go over towards PartyParrots. A couple of those shots with the operator not going to connect. It's the 2v4 Tigane though in a very difficult position, trying to find the exit with the Phantom. It looks like it's just going to be the weapon save. Now that they're on the retreat, PartyParrots that are going to try to hunt them down a little bit.
PartyParrots looking pretty good on the attack here. You know, yeah, they had a little bit of a volley back and forth early on. It's to be expected. It is one of the closer maps in the rotation right now with the way that rounds volley back and forth. But this is a map that they are very good at. This is what we should expect to see from them. They talked about it on the analyst desk before the game. This is a map that historically they've had great success on, this and Split. Even though initially there was some confusion whether it was blind or Split, it wouldn't really matter either way. Both maps are among the best maps currently for PartyParrots. Haven, we talked about it, was not one of the best maps. If anything, it was one of their least played maps, which made it a little bit confusing coming in as the pick for PartyParrots. Need More DM is the one that selected this map. And thus far, yeah, they've found 3 rounds, but I could see this spiraling pretty quickly. If they lose this round, their money is going to be atrocious. It's already bad coming into it. The Bucky, the Bulldog, they've still got weaponry coming in from previous rounds, but helps round it out a bit more. And they do have 2 ults. They've got Neural Theft and they've got the Resurrection, so that also is playing in their favor.
I like this push towards the showers. Don't see too often the plant towards the showers. It's Tigane that'll lose his life to Angel. But a couple of refrags already on the site. It's still now the defense down to 3. One member in U-Haul. The Bucky actually puts in the work, but Shao will get the refrag on his alter ego quite handily. BZT now. He's got the operator, but I'm not quite sure that he wants to lose it. The paint shells find their mark, but it's that plant towards the truck. No longer Shower's plan, and it's the rest of the defense, Crazy Deer and BZT, that are left remaining. But honestly, I think this is a very doable round for the defense if they just get the picks that they need. But PartyParrots, they don't need to swing. They don't need to overextend themselves if the defense is still pushing through. Once they hear that defusal come through, the shot's good onto SSK, which means now it's the 2v2. Still very doable, but Artist finds the kill onto Crazy Deer, and now it's all down to BZT. If they just swing together, they can get the trade. Shot's not good onto Artist, and it's a 3K for the Sage player, and another round on the board for the PartyParrots.
Yeah, you could see that there by BZT trying to get that spike to half on the defuse. Uses the nade, gets spotted by the Sage, who is in U-Haul as he goes for it. So he realizes, okay, odds are against me here. Continues to stick it to half, tries to pull off and get that quick flick. Even if he gets that kill on the Sage, very likely dies in a trade. So what do they do here? They actually decide to force down to about 2K, roughly, give or take 1,500 there for Crazy Deer. They're spending as much as they can afford to spend. BZT only going with the Sheriff to try and max out the cash to get an operator back in play. You're going to see a couple of shotguns, a couple of stingers as well. Put in the right position, these can be quite powerful, especially when played with the right agent. Obviously, that would be a Jet getting aggressive and in your face. Not going to be the case here, as there is no Jet currently in play from either team. The Sage right around the corner has to dodge the breach charge. Yeah, that's destined for death, as the breach is just holding after the initial spot. They're going to come through the port. They managed to actually get one with the spike going the direction of Foda. There's the Neural Theft being popped to give away the positions, but they have spike control, which is a bit of a problem.
It's weird, and now they're going to be pushing in from behind the hookah window. It's Barco that's going to find one, but Dinks J with one, Dinks J with 2, Dinks J with the last and final frag. It was chaotic there for the PartyParrots, but Dinks J makes sure that no one comes out alive of hookah, shot after shot. Great stuff coming out from him, and now that's another round on the board for the PartyParrots. 4 straight now, as we enter into 2 remaining rounds of this half. And I could very well see a 9-3 half here for PartyParrots, and that means that their start to the next will be even better if they win the pistol. A lot of repercussions if Need More DM do not win the following 2 rounds.
You know, Everyone knows the way to take down an operator is to peek one by one with a shotgun and SMG. That's the way to do it. A little bit of a peculiar decision. The op continue to do damage. Oh no! As he goes for the pop on the Hunter's Fury, the Brimstone ult comes out, the orbital strike, and he's stuck with slow movement from that arrow. They're gonna have to go for the res. The Hunter's Fury being sent out from the other side. Pulses of electrical energy pouring out onto the A site, but it's Barcode to find that first successful kill. Dinks J getting one of his own, taking the Sage out of play. Through the wall, the shots pour, and both players getting scratched up as a result. Damage done to both sides. You've got Brim very low on HP, but the Brim and Cypher on the other side just as weak. Crazy Deer continues his push. Crazy he is indeed. It's down to BZT, the 1-on-3. Sage and Brim both just a lick away from death, but it's not going to matter. The missed shot and the opportunity's gone. Realizing that the operator plays too much of a role in the round that will follow, BZT has to rotate back towards the B site and hope for a save. The tripwire will at least help him out a little bit. Gives away the position, but a rare miss coming in from BZT results in a nade pull to try and hold, just in case they go for this push to try and take him out.
Wow. And BZT now held up in the portal. They'll actually take it and win the duel. I had a feeling that BZT might end up with at least one, maybe two frags if he was lucky, but PartyParrots, they're leading the charge, and it does look like Need More DM. If we have a look at the scoreboard, likely not going to have the economy to really compete here. Or they are. They're okay. They're actually okay. They're fine. Crazy Deer, he's got a Bulldog, so maybe not the most ideal situation for him to be in. But yeah, some of these rounds are getting very chaotic, but I like the crossfire setup from PartyParrots. In that last round, I think it was Artist who's sitting on the box right outside showers, and he had to look right into vents. And as they start to funnel in through from the rotate over to from B, he just took care of him. And then from there, it's like, okay, well, who's left at that point, right? Great early pick, though, onto Angel, and no res. Oh, they do have a res to bring him back up, but he's too far in on A shore.
Early damage dealt to PartyParrots. It's the Brim who's watching. Angel on the sidelines. Barcode catches one right around the corner. A quick shot coming out onto Artist. The recon dart does give away Barcode's position, so he's got to move. There's the ult coming out as well. Can't get the dart out of his belly in time. That rolling thunder comes out onto the site, but it doesn't really do too much. You can see Crazy Deer still back behind the double stack. And now they're going to rotate over towards A because there's only one here. Oh, I love the fake. Shao goes through the portal. Once the bait went out, he's waiting for this push to come through. The Raze is waiting right on the other side to potentially push through. There you go. Nice play coming in from Dinks J to at least get himself a 1-on-3. Fakes the exit yet again. There's no one else coming. But he's just anticipating it. Maybe just having a bit of cheese towards the end here, as it is a 1-on-3. It was a 1-on-4. Unlikely that a spike plant's going to come through. But he'll go for it. 15 seconds left. He's going to have to run towards the site. Or not.
You know, for some reason, he's just collecting
tactical
his
save.
Yeah,
he wants to save for the next half.
He's collecting those tripwires for the next half. Yeah, he wants to use them right away, and so he needs them. At the end of the day, even if you were able to try, he might have been able to come out with the 1v3, but this early pick off the Angel, great positioning from the defense when the PartyParrots were trying to push in towards B. There's great setups, and those angles were just difficult to deal with. Of course, there was one player behind the double stack, but I mean, you could spray through that, but I think Barcode took care of the player pushing from wood, from Octagon, and from there it was just too difficult to continue the push.
Again, unfortunately, scoreboard, bug, insert previously made statements. We only see one player from each team. It's something that's being fixed by the developers. We should see it fixed very soon. We do have a tech pause coming in early, so it could be tech or maybe even possibly a tactical, excuse me. It's 8-4 currently. PartyParrots very much in control of the game. This is what we expected to see on Bind. Need More DM really needed to take Haven to force things to a third map where they likely would have had a better chance. I didn't see this being a 2-0 for Need More DM. If they were going to win it, it was going to be a 3-map series. I kind of anticipated Bind being difficult for them, just given PartyParrots' success. So after Need More DM fumbled away that early 6-0 lead on Haven, watching the game go into overtime before PartyParrots closed it out in double OT, I kind of looked at this second map and I thought this is probably going to be the nail in the coffin for the first series. PartyParrot should come out swinging on a map they've played time and time again and had great success on. It's not just that they played it a lot, they win it a lot. The pause does come undone, and we will be jumping into the pistol here momentarily. We'll see if Need More DM can somehow find a way in this second half to bring things back. Again, we talked about it. They played a double or a quad OT or triple OT game in the qualifier stage. They have that stamina and they can bounce back. We just need to see them do it, and they need to start in the pistol.
Yeah, I don't think Need for DM are a bad team by any means. You know, they have proven that they can take some pretty chaotic rounds off of PartyParrots, but it's PartyParrots that are resilient and refuse to go down. The Titan needs a lot more cuts before bleeding becomes too much to handle. We are seeing now the execution towards the A site, but it's Dingshay. He's got a frenzy, but it's Angel that actually steals the frag with the Molotov. Crazy Deer will get the refrag, but really at what cost is the answer. And early utility from the showers. Artist will steal that frag as well. And it's just kill after kill down to Fuda, who's held up here in lamps. The last one standing, spike over towards showers. One early kill onto Dingshay, so that refrag comes good, but there's still 3 members standing. The heal comes in onto SSK, so he's back and topped up to full. Shot around the corner, almost gets the shot, does connect onto Artist, down to the 1v2, but Fuda's dangerously low. One playing close towards the cubby, and the other behind Tetris, but will he make those squares fit? Shock Dart likely going to be, Recon Bolt, try to gather information, but SSK will take him out with the penetration.
They should have typed AFK in chat. Totally works. They would have.
I've actually had that happen to me in a ranked game, and my teammates fell for it.
Hold on.
Bad.
What rank are you?
Let's not talk about it.
No, because you said you weren't playing ranked in the beta, and you didn't. You were saving yourself for the full release. So now that the game's out, I need to know what rank are you.
Listen. I've been climbing. It's a difficult climb. I got placed silver 2, and I'm gold 2 already.
Okay.
But it's a rating increases and it increases, and you're like, okay, but am I moving up? But it increases, but am I moving up? So holding out in gold 2, trying to catch up to Van Silly, but see if I'm able to do that. But Dingshay has no need to catch up because he got the judge and he's already playing Executioner, taking 2 out in hookah, but that's unfair. Shotguns at close range to hookah, those frags are easy. Okay,
Angel
that one
with
was
the
the
pistol on site, but it's Dinks J who's got the shotgun, and he's just doing judge things currently. Judge meta continuing to be a thing, especially in these second rounds. Angel will get the final kill on the round with the Ghost, feeling much like the USP he's accustomed to from his years playing CS. 10-4, good buddy. It's going to be PartyParrots who are currently up, as Need More DM are struggling to make headway, on Bind. Again, you know, it's just a strong map for PartyParrots, but that was just some ludicrous shotgun work. The issue is when you come into the first full buy round, what do you do with the shotgun? It's not like CS. The SMGs and shotguns don't get you extra money. It's the same as every other weapon. In fact, that's one thing that I have as a huge gripe. I would love it if a knife kill netted you something as a bonus, but it doesn't. So it feels like it's a little bit of a waste of time going for the knife outside of just maybe a little bit of BM.
And we've seen lots of different shapes of BM, sometimes making sure that that control key is working just fine. For the side of PartyParrots, though, looking towards their push towards B here, and they win the pistol, they win the second, but now got to win the gun round. Artist holding this angle towards hookah, still the execute that needs to come in from Need More DM. Couple of spray fires through the entrance from lab. Smokes now telling us it's going to be the execute forward, but they've got to deal with a lot of utility. Shao waiting on the opposite side with the Cypher player. Sorry, it's Dinks J with the Cypher play. Still very slow here from Need More DM. They're really hesitant to push on towards the site, making sure that they don't lose the round. Great start here for Crazy Deer, and that'll give them the confidence they need. Artist is the only one that's able to find the refrag. SSK will join that line of refraggers, but it's just down to him now in a 1v3.
SSK trying to get back on the B site. You know, we talked about it. These third rounds can be really difficult. After winning the pistol and the round after, you're coming in with weaponry that is just far from ideal. Or you're throwing that weaponry away and you're buying up. And you're buying up what little you can actually afford to do. Your money is in just such a weird state, and you can see it play out here. So they find 2 kills. This is the round, though, where I really want to see what PartyParrots is going to do. And I'm also curious what the cash looks like. A lot of players survived in that second round. Their money should be okay-ish. Maybe 1 or 2 players are low, but for the most part, we should expect to see a buy. And judging off of SSK's Vandal purchase, that should be the case across the board.
Yeah, let's just base it off of SSK. SSK, but I'm just kidding. I think I saw a Guardian there for DinksJ. I'm not quite sure. It might have been... Yep, that is in fact a Guardian. So less than ideal. He's got the light armor as well. And no tripwires, but I like the little one-way that he's got set up. Not really sure it's a one-way as opposed to it's just a way to stop the window. Artist trying to escape the Fury from the Hunter. Angel will find a great opening pick onto Crazy Deer, but they're still committed to this push. He's just holding down Hookah as the rest of the team will funnel in from long, and it's Artist that is making sure that he paints them with a brush and takes out 2 with the headshot. And now Angel defending Hookah with his life. 2 members now remaining for the side of Need More DM, and they'll have to go get the spike. It's in the Octagon, it's in wood, but they've already set up a crossfire to make sure that they don't pick it up. Camera here from Xiao. It's quickly taken care of, and he knows that they're pushing up, but does not put his crosshair in the correct location. Aims it at the wall. Barcode takes advantage of that, and now they'll pick up that spike, and they'll either... Actually, no, they haven't picked it up. It's way too deep for them to enter. That smoke is great from Angel, and it's just 3 kills for him. 1 round away from match point to close out the series. PartyParrots.
PartyParrots looking good on a map they should look good on. This is exactly what we expected to see. Need More DM just unfortunately should have taken that first series. They shouldn't have let it go to OT. They should have continued with that early lead that they had. That 6-0 start was just so good. Yeah. They still have opportunities to continue on in this first map, but it doesn't seem like it's all too likely.
Yeah.
Not sure what this round's going to look like. Speaking of the buy coming in from the attack, you can see Xiao's on just a ghost, and that should be kind of the case across the board, basically playing for overtime. Again, you've got this Cypher pushed up inside the Hookah with the shotgun that's DinksJ, who's going to be very annoying for them to deal with that shoddy playing close range.
This is an important one for Need More DM to try to push through, but it's up on the box. SSK manages to get boosted up, but he'll get taken down as quickly as he makes his way up. And now it's just down to 3 for PartyParrots. That spike has already gone down for the attack. A crucial round for them to win. The rest, PartyParrots trying to make their way through the site, already blocked off from vents. So they might just look to save the weaponry. No ability to make their way through. Exits, of course, are already blocked off towards the defender spawn. And now all that remains is the potential exits from DinksJ, who's waiting in the market. If anyone funnels in from A short, he'll make sure to take care of them. But we're already seeing the rotations from BZT, trying to scout out to see if anyone's looking for exits. And unfortunately for DinksJ, the judge may not meet its mark as no one decides to check the market. And quite honestly, might as well go safe than sorry. If already BCT has paved the way, there's no reason to go a way that you don't know has already been scouted. So DinksJ can't make that judge thing, but it's a round on the board for Need More DM. They're staying alive.
(11-6). PartyParrots. Just 2 rounds away from closing out this second map and the series 2-0 to kick things off for day 1 of the WePlay Valorant Invitational. DinksJ again. He's going to use the judge. He likes the judge. You know what? You saw it play out in the Pulse Invitational. that this thing is so good. I actually love what they just did there. So that's like a small meta thing that you might not anticipate. The drone goes into the window and starts flying out. His teammate in sight takes it out, so they don't anticipate this player being close because they never heard a shot come through. It's not that they won't expect it. It's just that it lowers the likelihood that they're going to peek towards him. And if he let it go, there's a possibility the drone turns around to check the backside. So I really like what they just did. It's a small thing that some people might not even notice. It looks like they are going to be continuing on towards this B site where they're going to have quite a bit of force here from the defense.
Careful.
So you've got the Sage getting close. There's one already in Octagon. They're going to go ahead and molly that off. Spam's going to come through as well. But now that they've started bringing that extra weight over, that extra power towards the B site, they've started to peel back. The only one that's still here is the Rays, but the rest of the team is starting to move back towards short.
Still going to be EZT, who's held up down long. The rest of the team, of course, like you said, funneling towards A short, looking to get that spike down, but they're taking their sweet time. 30 seconds left on the clock, and that execute needs to come in as soon as possible. Fault line likely going to stop their push and delay them as the flashpoint to follow suit. They're all blinded, but he cannot take them down. Angel now has to pick up where his teammate left off. Shao gonna find one as he's deep in the fray on the site. The spray's good onto Tigane. Now gonna be backing away, not staying alive really, not taking too much damage, down to 14 HP. Being healed up by the Sage, but it's Angel with the crossfire. Now just down to one final player, BZT. Shao makes quick work of the Rays player. Now it is match point for the Party Parrots. It's not looking so good here for Need or DM.
It's a great retake. I love the way that Shao played that inside the smoke, peeking through to get one, but not overextending the play. Escaping with just 14 HP after stepping in a molly back behind default that dropped him to that point. Ends up getting the heal and then can make the call out, hey, the last one's going to be here. He doesn't try to reach out too far and try and potentially take out the planner, which could have cost him his life had he done it. The Rays was holding the angle that would prevent him from actually getting into that position. So good awareness coming in from the likes of Party Parrots. And this time we might see the judge really open up. They are going to be moving in towards Hookah. The Owl drone leading in, taken out by the player in sight. Oh, you can already see it. First one's going to be his. Second one as well. The follow-up, the Neural Theft coming out. Shock darts into position to do some additional damage. But he's here with the judge. The port comes through. That gets a spin back from Foda. And now it all falls down to the Rays. The rockets popped, but it's not going to make too much of a difference. There is the Rolling Thunder, and there is the map victory and series victory coming in for Party Parrots. They win it 13-6 on Bind to take things 2-0 over Need More DM.